Hello everybody, my name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Sunless Sea. Last time, if we just quickly take a look at the map, not much happened. And that was almost entirely in part due to silly little mistakes I just kept making. So, originally, we started off here in Fallen London, just doing a couple things around here. We leave! I forget to heal. We almost die. We go back to Fallen London. We heal this time, do a couple other little things, because something awaits us in port popped up. Then we head out, start exploring, this path back up to Nuncio, where we went through most of the story a couple episodes ago at this point. There, we finished up the storyline. We went down to the pit at the bottom of the dead letter office. And we learned some cool things, some interesting story bits. There was not as big of something down there as I thought there was going to be. We just learned, oh, there's some sort of obelisk thing down here that's attracting undelivered messages here. And that's what causes all these postal workers to be like, this is our mission. We must deliver messages or whatever. So yeah, that was basically all there was there. Then we got our... probably the weirder thing that happened there was our surgeon here, the Clattery Heir, ended up doing surgery on someone and making them not a postal worker anymore. And we still have the... where would it be? She kept a souvenir. Oh, there it is. Yep. She kept a souvenir from a surgery where she took something out of someone to make them not want to be a postman anymore. So yeah, we've got an interesting surgeon on board, I suppose. But anyways, let's pull back out to the map again. So we finish up our storyline in Nuncio, and so we start making our way back towards Fallen London. Somewhere is in here. Oh, here it is. The Fin-Nautical Vortex. We leave, and the ship comes up from the south, and I'm just like, okay, we'll go into combat. End up sailing right into this vortex, which very quickly drains your hull points while we're also being shot. We're at 13 hull now. I wish I could say that was the only mistake we made. No, we were at full health when we went into combat with, I think it was a rat barge or something like that, here in the vortex. And it was a very strong ship. It kept doing 13 damage to us. It put us at 40. And staying in the vortex, it's probably about a hull damage every half second or maybe full second. So, we went down to 38 or 40 or something like that. I don't remember exactly what before we peeled off and ran for it. Then somewheres in here, we ran into a different ship, I think, that got a single shot on us. So that brought us down to 20 or something like that. And then somewheres in here, one of those jellyfish things got a hit on us and brought us down to 13. Last episode's adventures did not go well. And last time we ended up making our way barely back to Pigmoat, because almost ran into another giant crab monster up here. They make our way back here to Pigmoat. We helped them resolve a dilemma, and we were thinking about whether or not we were going to request repairs here. It's gonna be pretty expensive. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty expensive, but I don't know if we're gonna run into more trouble from here to Fallen London. And I do not want to die yet. So I think we're gonna do it. I'm also kind of hopeful this might raise civilization a little bit, because we are paying them for a service. So Let's request repairs from the rats here on Pigmoat Isle. These rats are bored. These rats will board even a sinking ship, provided the crew is willing to carry some of the heavier tools. Restored to order. The rats do an excellent job, patching the leaks and beating the hull into shape. All shall be well, as they say on Wolfstack docks. All quality is now 75 and it only costs 135 echo. So, okay, I was hoping that would like raise civilization a little bit, but it didn't. Let's see, that was the most expensive hull repair in Fallen London's 100. So that's like 35% more expensive than it would have been back home if we were doing the most expensive route on each. But it's probably worth it so that we don't die from here to London. Anyways, let's just continue our run back home. Probably have a few things. Going into combat is what's gotten us into trouble so far. Why am I so willing to go back into it again? It's blocking our path. Full reverse. Okay, a little lucky there. I pre-fired a little. I got one hit off on us. Huh. We could pick up... I think this just gives us some fragments. But if it scoop it up, we get a strange catch. Anyways, continue on our way. Yeah, it's not too far. Suppose we can, like, travel westward and then, like, turn north. Anything gonna be picked up by the Z-Bat? Mutton Island is some distance to the west. Well then, I guess we were heading here anyways. This is just like the, like, little port town with, like, a hill, I think. That's like a nice picnic spot or something like that. Not much to the story here. We pick up a secret. Oh, no, no. I think I meant to hit E to dock up. I think I hit R, which is repairs, though. I think I stopped it before it used up a supply. Oh. Why couldn't I stop that? That was silly. Oh. Wow, that was just pressing all the wrong buttons just several times in a row. I was trying to stop it from continuing to use supplies, but I guess we're healed up to full at the cost of 2 supplies then. Quaker's Haven. We've already been through a lot of this. Pick up the port report for an echo. We can buy supplies or fuel. We've done this. Is there a story here we haven't done? I don't remember if we explored the shore before. Beachcombing. Take a stroll along the beach. Perhaps the Z has brought you something. Driftwood? A smooth, dark surface. Something glinting. Just bottle glass? A nasty glob of goo? Or the remnants of a shipwreck? What's washed up here? Are these mutually exclusive? Can I do all of these 3 first? I'm not sure I'm much interested in any of them besides the shipwreck, so might as well. Boxes of biscuits. Merigatroid's fungal crackers. An awful lot of them. One must hope that you enjoy fungal crackers or have an extremely hungry parrot. More supplies, that's pretty good, isn't it? And I suppose nothing else here to do. We're good to just get going. I'm gonna assume there's probably not another island that close by, but it'll send out the Z-Bat again anyways. Is this the shoreline? What's this little, like, cabin here? Is that just like a decoration? What's this place? I think I want it to be cool, but that doesn't look like much. Wait. Is this Humane Canal? This is the Humane Canal. Never mind, this is... Wait, no, it's not. That's just like that southern bits in front of London. I'm okay, I swear. I was hoping the Humane Canal was that close. But I was getting distracted by what basically just amounted to world... what's the word? I don't know. Just prettifying the world. Anyways, we'll back into Fallen London. Like messages. Alarming Scholar. Do we have anything for you? I don't think so. You do have the Searing Enigma. That has... I feel like I've seen other reasons for the Searing Enigma, or uses for the Searing Enigma. So we're going to hold on to that for now. Report reports for Nuncio again. Still the same. Pigmo. Quaker's Haven. And that's it. Do we have... Okay, we don't have a specific... Or do we already have a specific mission from him? Here it is, the Iron and Misery Company. Okay. We haven't found that yet on this run. Let's see. Hire on more crew. Go back up to full. New recruit. A doctor or just a regular sailor? We already have a doctor, so we're not going to do that. Might as well carouse, I suppose. Ah. Here we are, romance again. A likely lass or a dapper chap? Let's just go with the likely lass again. Which will produce more stories whenever we return to Fallen London. Oh yeah, I forgot. The run where actually picking up strange catches is the run where this guy doesn't want them. Forgot about that one. No, probably. I don't think we have anything else here to do. Pick up a little bit more as far as fuel and supplies go. 4, 5. Let's go up to 12 of those, and I suppose one more cargo. Or supply. We did upgrade this, okay. I just didn't quite remember if we'd done that yet. I would really like to upgrade our ship, and we were really close on our last captain, but then we died. So that's fun. Anyways, where are we exploring now? Do we go south to the Humane Canal and then explore this region? We go up to... whatever's up in this top left corner. I don't quite remember what it's called right now. Last time, this was some island, some town on the coast, I don't remember. Then it was like Codex, Mount Palmerston, and something else. Something here I don't quite remember. But that was like the Chapel of Light was like here. Okay. It's a question of, where are things this time? So... to explore east or south or like very north? Let's go south. We'll see how far south the Cumane Canal is, and then we'll start turning eastward, I guess. Because I would like to know where the Cumane Canal is. 1 second. We do need the... Right, we have the Nomic Gallivant, so we need the Cumane Canal anyways. I'm hoping that's not too far south on this run, but I think it can be basically anywhere on this wall. Unless it's in the same exact place every time, which would kind of be nice. It wasn't too far last time. But I think it does move slightly. Keep the locket. We have a sweetheart in London. Let's see if we can't kill this crab real quick. Before we hit 50 hunger so that we can avoid using a supply here. Dissect it for knowledge, that will just give us some shards. Or fragments of rather, so butcher it. That will bring us down to 0 hunger without using a supply. Something awaits you in port. Whenever we reach our next port. Why did I send out the Z-Bat? We did that when we left Mun Island, didn't we? And it didn't tell us anything. Let's just pull up pretty close to the shore so we just fill out the entire edge of the map. I wish there were a few more dog points like in here, like maybe this was like a small village. And of course we enter a fog bank. Just that there was a little bit more along this edge, other than like 4 locations and that's it. Is that... I saw something there. Was that part of the Cumane Canal? I think this is it. I forgot it like curled out like that here. Another crab. Got it. I think our range is, yeah, our range is 19 to 25, so we're almost always going to one-shot these things. Those crabs only have 20 health, so... But I can totally imagine us, like, hoping and, like, saying, yeah, we can one-shot these things almost guaranteed, and then, like, one time we're at, like, 8 hull, and the thing just gets a hit off on us before we kill it. I could totally see that happening. But anyways, here we are at the Cumane Canal. How far south is it? Okay, not too far. Might as well dock up and pick up the port report while we're here. As well as do the Nomic Gallivant thing. Gather information for port reports. Listen for surface gossip, I suppose, for a vision of the surface. We've already read that before. And we've already read this. Yeah, we've already read this event before. Yep. Nomic Gallivant breaks into a diplomat's house and, like, steals a picture from their target. We haven't seen the entirety of that storyline, but we have gotten to see the point where the Nomic Gallivant who we're traveling with blows a person up. So yeah, that's a storyline. Let's send out a Z-Bat. There are no islands within Z-Bat's range. Thank you ever so much, Z-Bat, for being ever useful. Anyways, let's, like, explore, like, this region, maybe, like, this region. Maybe a little bit further south? Is that a ship or a lighthouse? Let's see if we can't swing north. It's a lighthouse, I think. Hoping it's one attached to an island, or like right next to an island. Oh. We are near Demo's Gate. Apparently. Oh, that must be it. Thank you, Z-Bat. I figured that out. Anyways. Let's take a... This was like here before... This was where Gatorsmorn is. There was something here. I think there was something here. Be like here or so. Oh wait, no, this... I remembered Demo's Gate and Demo Island. I forgot this was where the funging station is, so this is actually real good for us. Stand in the right place for the right time for the Gnomic Gallivant. Who tells us we need to go to Port Cecil? If we can't find that again. Pick up the report for the Admiral. Compile the port reports. See with the factor, I suppose. We can explore island. No, just explore the island. Last time we did this, I think we ended up getting attacked by like a monster or something like that. Oh, okay. A privateer encampment. This was an empty cliff top above the bleak waves. Now it blazes with color. Striped tents, colored flames, the music of pianola and kettle drum. A mustachioed woman and languorous men play chess, carve bones, eat cats, and polish their terrifying brass weapons. These are Iron Republic privateers. Pirates whose practices contravene the very natures of law. The laws of nature, rather. I suppose natures of law would work for people from the Iron Republic, too. We can attack or attempt to eavesdrop. Let's go into combat. This will probably end up with us wound if we failed. Attack. They are numerous but lost to wine and music. You will have the element of surprise, but it's very hard to know exactly what those weapons will do. Oh, great. An unfair fight. The privateers run, yell, and fall. But now, one seizes a weapon like a trombone inscribed with blasphemies. It conjures an appalling vibration, which converts your sailors to screaming jellies. Another crouches behind a rock. She employs a kind of mortar, which rains down lethal pine cones. That's just not fair. They smell delightful, but their perfume causes pine needles to erupt in green masses from your ears, mouths, and necks. Your crew is lost to bewildered terror. You flee as the triumphant privateers celebrate amid flares of red light. How is that balanced? How is that fair? Oh, you lost a coin flip. We're gonna kill half your crew. What? This game is just not fair in the slightest. Oh well. I took the chance with a coin flip. Anyways, a bandaged funger. One of the funging. What was it? I keep saying funging. It would make sense to be funging, because these are giant fungi. I've probably been saying that wrong the entire time. One of the funging workers is watching your crew, and watching the clattery air especially. What does he want? Whispered confidences. The tomb colonist draws you a little way away from the clattery air. Don't tell her you met me, he says in a hoarse rasp. Her mother cut my voice. Hoped to fix it so I wouldn't be able to look for my daughter. So I wouldn't want to. He weasels. Didn't work. Operations never completely effective. Need to know my daughters well. Happy finding enough patients, getting enough to eat, and so forth. In exchange for the simplest news, he explains himself. I'm her father, he says. Ordinary engineer, not the sort of parent she would want. If you wish to tell the heir about this encounter, you can do so by speaking with her. Interesting, we got this event at Vendorbyte last time we saw this event. And we can gather supplies. While we're thinking about it, let's speak with the surgeon. We need to increase our relationship with them a little bit. We could proposition them again. We can invite her to dine with you. Does she wield a fork the way she wields a surgical instrument? Sure. We already read this event. I'm not sure if we did this one before, because I don't think we picked up a strange catch. So this one might be new, so I'm going to read it out. Her father. She becomes more talkative when she has something to gut. Perhaps you can get her to say more about her father. Who was he then? There's flensing, deboning, an orderly arranging of scales from large to small. This was the creature's favorite organ, she says, working briskly with tweezers and blade. Don't touch it, the purple bits are toxic. She only turns to personal matters when she's had a chance to rinse her fingers. I get my proficiency with the metal from both sides of the family, she says, watching her expression closely. Then, Mother was a favorite with Mr. Iron. She says that they only worked together, that Mr. Iron sponsored her work and provided her with tools. Sharper tools that do not bend so easily. We're now aware of the Clattery heir's claims of parentage. Still can't tell her about meeting her father. Do we have to do this one first? Yeah, we might have to go one more before we can tell her about meeting her father. We could increase our hearts, though. Wait, do this again. Yeah, did that again because it lowers terror. Anyways. So that's all here. Not worth it. Lost a coin flip, so we lost half our crew. That's... wow, that is just nowhere near fair. That's... okay. Oh. I thought I had enough clearance. Apparently, I did not. Anyways, guess we'll explore a little bit further east. I'm about to run into whatever these glow things are. I go a little bit further, then send out another Z-Bat. Sure. Anything close by? Bonnie Reefs is some distance to the north. Okay. I feel like we've seen the Bonnie Reefs before. This might be a place without a... I think that's another lighthouse to our east. I'll have to explain that in a second. I don't remember if the Bonnie Reefs has a... is that under the water? Let's turn on the light. Yeah, the Bonnie Reefs is just a reefs. It doesn't have a dock of any sort. We're not going to get away before it gets us shot off, or are we? Okay, I think we've got it. We'll reverse. Ah. Why are the ships less dangerous than, like, the monsters? I suppose in a world with, like, giant eyeball monsters that just appear whenever you're in the worst position you can be, and, like, other people aren't as scary, I suppose. I pressed the button, why didn't it fire? This will get us another meeting with the pirate poets. One or two more shots should do it. Hopefully just one. Got it. Investigate the wreckage. Rescue the pirate poets, have an officer rescuer, or salvage the cargo instead. Rescue the pirate poets. It gives us the echo and the cask of mushroom wine. Anyways, yeah, nope, docks in the Bonnie Reefs. Unless there's like one, like on one of these, like on the westernmost one, and like the little spot that, of the island, of the reef chain that's not marked on the map already. It doesn't appear there's gonna be anything though. Turn upwards. Nope, doesn't look like it. We did see a lighthouse a little bit southeastward though. So I think it's gonna be quicker to U-turn than go all the way around and like spring down. No idea which of these is gonna actually be faster. But this works. Or exactly. Go a little ways before just doing eastward. Maybe turn just a little bit more eastward like that. Just bit by bit. We should eventually come into range of where the light for it was. Unless I was imagining it wasn't. Maybe it was like a boat or something and I just thought it was a lighthouse. There is a corner of a map popping up on the map. A corner of an island popping up the map, so... The lighthouse is following jellyfish. Oh. The Isle of Cats? Is that what this is? Abbey Rock. Nope. This is the Grimm Sisters, who will pay us 20 echoes for one supply. This is just like a nunnery, if I remember correctly, with like warrior nuns. Search the surrounding. 5 fuel, 5 supplies, a strategic information, and a torpedo. Beginner's luck. You found something valuable. Once per game, something pleasant will happen. Every time we come to Abbey Rock, we just get more I just get more... I'm having difficulty speaking, apparently. Every time we come to this island, I just get a better payday than I'm expecting. Continue. What's our hold like? We have 6 open slots. That's fine. We can trade supplies, knock at the iron-studded gate with news, watch the convent. Yep, we've read that before. Watch the convent. Exotic refuse. We've seen that before. It just gets a strange catch, which is nice. Don't have a hunting trophy for them, so I suppose that's it. It's pretty nice payout. Again, not much in the way of stories to unlock, though. I want to run across one of the islands we haven't seen yet. Because there are still some I'm fairly certain. I know for a fact we haven't seen every island in the game. If I think back, and I could probably look back on it. It's Mount Palmerston. Maybe, maybe not. Oh. I thought I accidentally hit the combat button. Nope. Might as well lose hunger. If I think back to our previous map and how much we had filled out, I think we were missing, like, this section, and that was basically it? Oh, no, we had filled some of it. We were basically filled out. Actually, we might have all the islands, missing, like, 1 or 2, maybe. What is this island? Why isn't it on the map yet? Oh, this is Station 3. I did not recognize it by look. So... This is an island we can't do anything at besides pick up a port report. We get to port reports. Try the gate. Search for signs of other visitors. Sure. And fragments. An abandoned log. A few pages torn from a logbook record a long passage of doggerel that makes no sense at all. The verses go on and on about purple fires and upside-down houses, a fistful of roses the color of brandy, and dolls with buttons for teeth. The pages end just as they are reaching the nonsense refrain. Okay. And we can't do anything at yet because we don't have a long box, whatever that is. Okay, so... do we start turning northward now? Oops. Maybe go eastward a little bit more. There's probably like one more island in... there's probably another island in this line eastward. We'll see if we can't find it, and then we'll start turning south if we don't find it that soon. Or if it takes a while. Is this a different island? This is the con. Why are... hold on. These maps are all really close together. I saw that sticking out, like, what island is that attached to? Then we kept going, I was like, wait a second, I know that. This is the Khan's Heart. Okay then. I guess there was another island in this chain then. I guess I was right about that. I think we can pick up crew members here, right? And we can pick up fuel and supplies. I think we can pick up crew. I might be mistaken though. Khan's Hearts. We could do that, but we're not going to get anything out of that yet. Hire crew. We can hire crew. I thought we could. Wander the Hearts. Purchase fuel, purchase supplies, pay a storyteller, gather a port report. Establish a spy, seek intelligence. We got a suspicion, but not the port report. Let's try that again. Wish it wasn't so far down. Would you... nope, we're stopping there. You know what? One more. Really? Failed at 28% 4 times in a row. Just gonna go against the odds, huh? I guess it's 24. So, we should have gotten it at least once. Just going on the odds. We can wander the heart. This is attempt hiring crew. We're up to 7 for 30 Echo. Probably not going to do that again. Time in the tea house. Lower terror a little bit. I think we read that before. Or maybe not. A gentle, trickling music plays behind screens of painted weedwood. Ornate merchants sip tea and swap stories with darker-skinned elder continent captains. You sip pale golden tea and wince at the bill. I guess we wander the heart? A quiet street. That's all for now. Okay then. I guess there was more to that storyline then. A candlelit shop. A quiet street washed with serpent green light from bulbs overhead. The houses here are dark, empty seeming. Paint peels and bats chitter. A single shop, however, is open. Its windows glow with candlelight. The shopkeeper is a tall woman with pale eyes. Not a local, but not a Londoner either. She blows the dust off a baize box and smiles toothily at you. Purchase a pot of violent ink. Good for diaries if you have something to confess. Purchase a watchful curio. I'll keep them with their faces turned to the wall. You never know, eh? A drowning pearl. A strange cat. We're not going to purchase one of those. A long box. Interesting. This is probably what we're doing here. This great thing, it's been cluttering up my shop for too long. Please take it off my hands. I mean to say, oh, I suppose I can part with it for the usual price. A misplaced delivery? The shopkeeper opens a trapdoor. A pale and surly youth comes up, blinking, and hastily dons a pair of dark glasses. He helps you carry the long box down to the dock, mute all the way. And I suppose that's it then? Really? Okay, we're at 11. We just can't go above 19. I will get this. You're kidding me. Are you actually kidding me? You're kidding me. What is that? What is that bad luck? How many times was that? I wish I had like an actual counter of how many times I just failed like a 24 going down to a 20 at the worst. How many times did I just fail that? That is dumb. Where is the menaces? Where's the menaces? Here it is. 17. It went up by 3 times. 1 like 4 times. And 2 the rest? Or something like that. So that's... 1. The first one was a 1. 3 threes. So that's 4 altogether. And a 10. There were 3 more ones. I think we just failed a 24% like 9 times. Can we get any more unlucky, apparently? Trying it one more time. Gather a port report. I'm gonna scream. Fine then. Goodbye. What is that luck? I guess we head back to Station 3 then, and just never return to the con. What was that? We literally just failed like a 20 to 24% chance. 10 times. We should have gotten it twice over at 20. We should have gotten it to come out good twice, and it just didn't. That's frustrating. Hey, at least we picked up something to unlock more story in a place we haven't gotten it before. I'm also doing pretty good on cash. You're at like 1680 or something like that. Or 1696. 1696, right? Yep. Oops. I always forget I can't exit that screen with escape for some reason. Go back into port. Station 3. Deliver a long box. The only way past the walls is an unimposing but sturdy-looking triple-locked gate, silvery metal. A sign beside it reads deliveries. The gate stands open. Deliveries. There are no Steve doors, however, and no wagons waiting to help with the heavy cargo. There's only a sign which reads deliveries, and a painted hand which points insolently up a rocket-cut staircase. Make a delivery. There is a cargo in the hold marked for this destination. A long, low, heavy box. It'll be fun getting up the stairs, no doubt. Up a twisting staircase. There's a great deal of grumbling from the crew. The stairs are sharp-edged and wet. The box is heavy, and its contents inclined to shift. After a few slips and a bad bruise to the shin, you resort to placing crew members along the stairs and handing the box along. There is this warehouse at the top of the stairs, but it is not apparently your destination. Another sign points along the narrow path towards the building with the spire. Deliveries, it says more aggressively this time. Someone in the spired building is singing. The song sets your teeth on edge. at the top of the stairs. You have a long heavy box, a winding path ahead that runs perhaps a quarter mile through the mist, a crew that is beginning to mutter about having to do landlubber work. There's a warehouse just to your right, but the sign says deliveries are to be taken onward. It says it rather emphatically, as a matter of fact. Break into the warehouse and leave the box there. Carry the box onto the building with the spire. Send ahead to the building for extra hands. I'm curious what's in the warehouse, but I suppose we could just continue onward. Is the delivery we're heading towards going towards the house where the singing was? Because that's kind of where I want to explore. Carry the box onto the building with the spire. Going the extra distance might mean you can charge more for your efforts. A grudging reward. Okay, we won that, right? It was 94%. We won? Yes. The path is slippery and lined with mushrooms. You and the crew have to stop 7 or 8 times to set down the boxes and blow on your hands. The closer you get, the less the building with the spire looks like a church. The walls are soot-blackened and made of brick. There are no windows, only narrow vents up near the roof. From these, the low singing can be heard, a song so cheerful that your crew look at one another and frown. It is the song of someone keeping the monsters at bay. At last, you are close enough to bang on the door. An austere acolyte answers it. She is dressed in black from head to foot. Her gloves are thick leather, and her goggles are double glass. "Leave the boxes at the door," she says to you, and then she turns back toward the building, singing her song. Something about candied kittens and flaming violets and the coming of spring. Judging by the rhyme, she's inventing the words as she goes along. You stop her and explain that you expect your extra work to be rewarded. She makes a grudging gesture, but complies. You now have 5 times, earning this acolyte's favor. You're acquainted with the austere acolyte. Cool. Under the steeple. The austere acolyte directs the arrangement of the long box in the room under the steeple. There are many other boxes there already, stacked in rows, 3 or 4 times as many as you have brought. Didn't we just bring one? In another corner of the room is a pile of wood from previous boxes already emptied and dismantled. Singing to herself about a mountain upholstered in velvet, she takes a crowbar to the box. The corpse inside is permanently dead, in a way that the dead of London often are not. I thought it was a coffin. Not a drownee, not a tomb colonist, but not coming back either. It looks pale and ordinary, except for the slight distension of the skin over the breastbone. Gently, the acolyte presses there and nods, singing about tulips embroidered with yellow floss. She lifts the body onto a marble slab. With a pause in her lyrics, she prepares a scalpel. Your presence does not seem to bother her. We can watch, don't watch, or watch with a medical interest. Too bad we're not a doctor. I suppose we'll just watch then? You've never heard of this practice before. Metal in metal. The austere acolyte extracts, deftly and with very little blood, heart-sized sphere of silver-gray metal. With a giant nutcracker, she cracks the sphere, and another sphere inside that, and another. Finally, in the center, she comes to something heavy, small, and black. She lifts it out with tongs and looks at it through her goggles. The song falters, but she manages to keep humming, though the words are lost. She puts the black and heavy thing into a jar marked with a word of the correspondence. She closes the jar and seals it with red wax. Finally, when the corpse is removed again and the marble slab wiped clean, she comes to pay you. "Thank you," she says. "Return another day. I may have something else for you." We gained 2, Station 3, earning the acolyte's favor. We lost a long box. We're now trading in long boxes and gained a secret. We're up to 8. And, looking at the time, we went a little bit longer than I was expecting. We do have more stories here in Station 3, but I think we're going to be getting to those next time. So, before we actually end off, let's take a quick look at the map, see what we got up to. Started here in Pigmo, made it to Fallen London, did everything we needed to do there. There wasn't much there. Found Mudden Island again, and the Cumane Canal, Demo Island, Abbey Rock, Station 3, and Consart. Didn't find much in the way of news stories anywheres until we finally got to Consart again. Finally found a long walk so we could figure out what's up with Station 3. And as I thought, the long boxes definitely looked like coffins, and are indeed coffins. So we'll get more storylines here in a place where they apparently deal with the real dead, rather than just like the sort of dead of elsewhere in the game. But anyways, this is where we're going to end it off. I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have. And I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care everyone.